Here's what you missed this morning.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Katie.
Morning recap. Mornings with Dave and Katie.
We took 2 big coffee cans and then we'd attach string to them.
Remember
and then
that?
we'd walk on those. Those aren't stilts, right? Those aren't really the same thing. But that was fun.
I feel like you're in the same vein there, though, and you
Yeah.
kind of understand.
Yeah.
But when you go up about 6 feet in the air,
Didn't do that.
it's different.
I didn't do that.
I appreciate the category, though. You said stilts. What were some of the other
Pogo
things?
sticks and unicycles. They're all kind of right there together.
I feel like that could be a movie or a name of a band.
Maybe so. Now, Christy said she actually is a pretty good at stilts.
Okay.
She says, yeah, I can do that. I have done that. I'm good at it.
Way to go, Christy.
All right. Christy, good morning. She's probably working on that right now.
Good morning to you. I was calling because my dad, he was a drywall finisher all of my young life, and he could navigate those stilts. It was just amazing to watch. But we used to, as kids, like flip over. Did you ever flip over crutches and walk on the handle?
Oh,
where you put your hand,
yes.
flip over those and walk on those.
There you go.
Yeah, he even bought a unicycle one time at this flea market, and it was a little bit too tall for me. I almost mastered it, but it just was the seat was a little bit too high for me. I was in like the 6th grade, and I tried, and I bet I fell 50 times. You know, telephones out of the little cans and strings attached to each other, where
there you
could
go.
talk to each other from room to room.
Yes.
We had to make our own police.
Do those work?
I know. I never knew if it was really working or not.
Now, there's this thing down at the gathering place where, you stand over there on one side of the park, but that's different. That's you
Yes.
speak into that horn-looking
Yeah,
thing, and
yeah.
you can definitely hear it. But the cans,
And that's
I
what
don't
it's
know.
called, the horn-looking thing.
The horn-looking thing.
That's
Good,
called-
because I don't know what it's called.
My mom, she sewed. She would put buttons. If we needed a button for something, all we had to do was go find that can.
Man, she had a lot of buttons.
Yes. The button can. I know what you're talking about. We got a jar full of them.
We're always talking about the great big coffee can, right? Well, I guess there were smaller coffee
You know
cans.
the ones we're talking about, like Folgers and stuff like that?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
big tin coffee cans. Yeah.
Yep.
Do people still buy those, or they just get all the whole
They-
bean now? You know,
Well, they still sell them. I kind of want one now.
I was just remembering when the lady said the buttons. My mom and Granny used to have. Remember the little yellow butter dishes, the round butter dishes with the lids? We had tons of those around with buttons and wheat pennies. We saved so
Wheat
many
pennies.
wheat pennies. It was ridiculous. Yeah.
Wow. I remember, we used to say those butter dishes, too. My grandma, oh, my goodness, you're bringing back memories.
mine were filled with butterscotch candies,
Oh, those were good too.
right?
Was it Blue Bonnet butter?
I don't know what it was. I
can't
just
either.
know they had the clear lids so you could see what was in them,
Yeah.
and then the little like tannish yellow bottoms. And they'd have 50 of them stacked up with junk in them. So.
Well, everything's better with Blue Bonnet on it. What's the Imperial one? Remember that?
Yes.
The crown would show up on that guy's head? How are we talking about butter,
Butter
now?
commercials. I just can't believe it's not butter.
Right?
I just can't believe it.
Oh, I just wanted to call you guys. You guys talking about the games and stuff we played as kids and
Uh-huh.
everything. And I just wanted to, you guys are always, every morning, bring me back such great memories. And I just wanted to say thank you. I forget so much of my childhood with the stresses of the life today. And just thank you guys for always putting smiles on my face, remembering things that were really good.
Oh, thank you for
that's
saying that.
really
I
nice.
just thought of another one while you were saying that. You remember the button and the string, and you'd flip the button over the string?
Oh, like in between your hands?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you'd pull it back and forth.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I remember my grandma, anytime we go to her house, we knew exactly what jar to go to get cookies, no matter what it was.
There you go.
Do we still have big old cookie jars on our countertop?
We need them. We need them.
I've got a bulldog, and he has a bulldog cookie jar. The second he hears the glass rattle, he knows.
Okay.
Hey, good morning. Y'all were talking about things that we used to play with around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the sofa cushions?
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody went through childhood without making a fort with your sofa cushions.
Oh, yeah.
in the Afghan.
Caves.
Or you had a raft. You were out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yeah, or
And we-
space,
Hop from one to one, and you couldn't fall in the lava. So what was the sofa? What did it look like?
Mine was a solid chocolate brown, but it had the wood pieces that came up behind it.
Yes.
And there were 3 back cushions and 3 middle cushions, and you could flat build a fort with those things.
Yeah, you could.
Ours had some kind of gold paisley thing going on. I could just
Yeah, that
see
was
it.
the early 70s, but ours was
Yeah.
just a solid chocolate.
Carlene Gershner that lived down the road,
Yeah.
her sofa had plastic all over it forever. They covered it with plastic.
Dave and Katie in the morning. Dave and Katie in the morning.
On 94.1 KXOJ.